Welcome to Mediumship Moments with psychic medium Kim Durham. Join her as she shares her personal journey with mediumship, connects with your loved ones, and discusses topics dealing with spirituality.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Mediumship Moments. This podcast, I am your host, Kim Durham, second-gen psychic medium. And with me today, I have a very special guest.
Hi, guys. I'm Aubrey, third-generation psychic medium in training.
Yes, she's at MIT. I'm just saying. She is working with some of my colleagues to develop her abilities. We'll have more about that in 2026. But today's Mediumship Moments podcast is all about Christmas traditions, about your memories. We'll share some of our traditions and
All the
memories as well.
holidays.
All the holidays. and we'll have some other fun bits along the way. So, Aubrey,
Yeah.
any memory you'd like to share?
So when we were talking about this, I feel as though I remember you saying, like, what traditions do we do? And then I just started listing.
I really felt like I'm a bad mother. I haven't done a damn thing. What? I was so busy with rearing her and school. And
It was a lot of work.
She was. Yes, she was. But, all that comes with being a parent. And sure enough, Aubrey started telling me all the things that she remembers.
I think one of the biggest ones, we were just talking about it, Christmas pajamas.
Oh,
So
is it?
my mother never fails. Every year, especially when I was still living at home,
Uh-huh.
it would never fail. Christmas morning, I'd open my door and there would be a fresh pair of Christmas pajamas waiting for me. And that was my cue. I had
That
no
was a
say.
gentle time to get your ass out of bed.
I had no say. So whatever it was, I put it on like a good child.
Oh, do you remember the time we made you dress up?
Oh, I have the pictures
I love
from a
this.
Christmas Story.
Yes.
I wore the bunny suit, did the whole thing at the bottom of the steps. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
a good sport with that.
That
Yes,
was, you were a good sport about that. You were.
That's a good tradition. We're already talking about every year we do Christmas pajamas, so that's definitely a big one for us.
I already have mine.
I
And
think
maybe
I do.
somebody else's.
I think I do too.
Yep. And this Christmas is going to be very, to me, since I don't have to run around like so many of the parents out there nowadays, like I don't know how you all do it. I just
Traveling,
Yeah.
going from one end to the States to the other.
trying to see everybody in one day. Personally, I think that's crazy. Good for the people that break it up. Yeah, we're going to be in our Christmas pajamas.
Yeah.
Yep, enjoying. What else is a Christmas?
And we're not opening up presents at 4 a.m. because
No.
I'm old enough now where I don't
thank
have
God.
to do that. We
No.
can wait till like 2 in the afternoon and it'll be okay.
A brunch. We're going to have a Christmas brunch.
Socially acceptable.
And one of those things we do on Christmas brunch is
Stuffed French toast.
Yeah.
Sausage, breakfast sausage is a really good one.
Now for me, I'm celiac, so I'll just ooh and ah. I can ooh and ah at it. And I'll have the breakfast sausage with something. But
one of the biggest things that I love that my parents do, and especially mom, she gets the family together. She is the matriarch. She has taken over.
Did she say that?
Yeah,
I am.
She's bringing everybody together. And I mean, both my parents, Kim also.
That would be the other Kim.
Kim.
She's lucky enough to have two moms with the name Kim.
Really easy with the names. No, but I think the biggest thing is getting the family together. But not only that, we would do Minute to Win It games, Christmas edition. And my
brother would come with his girls.
Yeah, my cousins, everybody. And we'd break up in teams and we would have these Minute to Win It games. And I have to say, Kim is so good at figure out what games to play.
Well, I think in all respect, what she does for a living, she's a coach. She's used to directing people.
Really good.
Myself included.
Same.
Well, we've gotten used to that, haven't we?
Yeah, but we would do
she's good at it.
We'd do these little games like the Oreo drop where you put an Oreo on the top of your forehead and you have to get it into your mouth, but you have to move your head.
And who was the funniest uncle with that?
Uncle Brian.
Oh,
hands down. Mouth wide open.
He worked so hard to get that.
And I still beat him.
That's
okay. Yeah, we got into our competitive side. We did the Christmas card. We do different ones, and Kim had it strategized. On to the next one, and it got you know,
You got, well,
the things I would do for a Starbucks gift card.
yeah.
You know,
This is true. I mean, Starbucks, you know, that's a nice gift
back
card.
in the day, Starbucks gift cards
Yeah,
were top
that
tier,
was-
you know.
And my nieces, Erica and Noelle and Courtney and Caitlin, just, and laugh, and my brother Brian and Greg.
We still talk. We
Oh,
still talk.
yeah,
about
I have the bin downstairs
it. We still.
in
Yeah.
the Christmas decorations with all of the ping pongs, not the Oreos.
She would make
but
it a different. She'd find
the
different
tissues,
games. Yeah,
the
different games.
jingle. Now I've seen one with the solo cups with you have to blow something, you know, like the.
How about the spaghetti? The one with the spaghetti
That
with
was
the
cool.
corkscrews, and you'd have to balance on top of each other. And you couldn't break the
You
spaghetti
could
string.
yeah,
Oh,
that was a tough one.
yeah.
That was a fun tradition.
Those are fun traditions.
Fun memory and fun tradition.
A little Christmas competitiveness never hurt anybody.
Apparently in our house, it's
they still kept coming every year.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. And a tradition that my mom has, and my cousin Meg as well, continues, is the Anna Lee dolls. Does anyone know what they are? And do not answer. Aubrey has an answer.
If the first word that comes out of your mouth is a little creepy,
No.
I wouldn't be surprised. No, they're. I've grown to love them. They're actually becoming
A thing again.
Yes,
I know. Look. Trendsetter.
I'm a little
What's old
surprised.
is new again.
I'm a little surprised.
Uh-huh.
Me, the memory stems from my mom's house.
Yes.
And downstairs in the living room, there's this little tiny banner that went across the living room. A little tiny, what do you call it? Not like a shelf, but it was I don't even know.
She had a stage downstairs?
Not the stage. I'm talking next to the fireplace. It was like a little
Brick.
enough for several animal dolls to be
The footing for the
up,
for the fireplace.
like marching soldiers. And I just remember going downstairs and they're just everywhere. And I thought that was a normal tradition. So when I would talk about it to other people, they're like, "What the hell are Anna Lee dolls?" And
Well,
then when you Google it, you're like, "Those are creepy." What?
But back in the day, they were a thing that my mom could pick up shopping.
Yeah.
Like if she went Macy's, she'd pick up a little something. Home Goods has them. And I have all kinds for all kinds of seasons. And go ahead.
I will say this. I'm a big thrifter. And as I've been thrifting recently, I've been seeing said dolls in the shop and they're going for a decent price.
Aren't they?
And the whole time I'm just like, oh, mom has that one. She has that one.
I have a 3-foot tall
and that one.
snowman that I have inherited thousands of dollars worth of. I would kid you not.
Spins.
Well, wait, they're going to be all yours someday. So how lucky are you? So yeah, Anna Lee dolls
with them. I mean, we're talking in the bathroom, on the bookshelves.
Every elf on the shelf. Back in the day, the little ones.
Yeah, but instead, they were just still a little creepy. But they're cute now. People seem to enjoy them. They're making a comeback, so good on you, Anna Lee dolls. I'm glad you're making a comeback. And yeah, that's a big tradition. That's a big one. That's an ongoing family joke, is that even after Christmas, when you're packing up the Christmas things, it'll never fail. You will find an Anna Lee doll that you forgot.
This is true.
In the house.
Yeah. It's almost like,
coincidentally, always in the bathroom.
I know.
Like, what is this little Christmas mouse doing?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mom was big on the mice.
The mice are cute. Once you get into the statues,
yeah,
to each their own. But love you, Mom. They're great. We love them.
Now, what's another tradition you remember?
I think another tradition that Kim has brought into our life.
Okay.
Definitely for decorations. The Christmas pickle, stemming from German tradition.
Now truth be told,
she's part German
and Swedish.
Yeah. And that's a fun one. So much so. So for those who don't know the Christmas pickle, it's a little tiny ornament. And what you do is each year it rotates. So somebody has the job of hiding said pickle in the tree. And whoever finds it gets a little extra gift.
Starbucks coffee.
One year that this tradition that I remember fondly, and it's a good one because I was gifted a flip phone. Yes, I know. I said flip phone. I said a weird word.
They're coming back.
They are coming back. The aggressive hang up. Yeah, I feel like that's what people want now. But the Christmas pickle, I remember I found one and I got a phone. Well, I was so excited in my new Christmas socks with my new Christmas flip phone that I was running across our hardwood floors and yeah, I did a little slip. Did a little slip and slide.
How do we say safe in our home?
Yeah, my tailbone says otherwise. But yeah, that was a good family tradition.
Yep.
I fell. Fell on Christmas.
Fell on-
But I got a phone.
But
so,
you got a phone. But
so
you were so excited. Yeah, from finding the pickle, which is an extra special gift. And that is a very cool memory. I appreciate you sharing that.
yeah.
So if you have any holiday traditions out there, I'm sure you'll continue them with your family. Hopefully someday
Yeah.
that you'll continue passing along the
Annalie dolls.
and the Christmas pickle and the Christmas PJs, which are always so sweet now. You see families, taking photos together. And we do that too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I miss? Taking pictures with Santa.
That's a good one.
We've done it, and we haven't done it since COVID.
My mom was a big trooper when I was younger because when we would go to this farm to go pick out a Christmas tree, knowing full blown that mom was highly allergic, but she'd be a trooper and we'd go on the
I
back.
didn't realize how allergic I was.
Each year we found out.
It was more important to have a Berlin Ives kind of family tradition, and I didn't have the heart to break that tradition. And then 2 weeks later, I'd have walking pneumonia.
Yeah.
So
Now we
that wasn't a bright.
treat.
Well, yeah, so we've done that for many years, but we do have some memories. My mom
would leave a Christmas tree up all year round if she could.
Well, and there are some people that do that.
Into July.
They decorate it for each season. If that brings you joy.
The villages
Oh,
are little.
is that
Wow, look at us. I forgot about that. The little light up villages that are also making a comeback.
Again,
I'm loving
in
the
the basement.
nostalgia of this year. I've been noticing a lot of
Yes.
people collecting more Christmas holiday themes to get that little bit of nostalgia, knowing my millennials. Hey. We're little hoarders. So we
Well, I loved what you got me. And I actually over there have the bulbs to put in it finally.
your little Christmas tree.
Yes. The ceramic with anybody had that thing? I call them the light bright bulbs. Is that what it looks like?
They're making a huge comeback.
I have that and probably displayed in our home.
I have another one. Rudolph's display when we got you the Rudolph. The claymation, the animation, old school animations. Mom and I watch that every year. It's her favorite.
It is.
And we found a whole display. And
I have
this one over here would get the fake snow. And in the
girl.
china cabinet, she'd make a whole Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer display with the fake snow. Those are always my favorite.
Oh, are they?
Mhm.
I didn't know that. I love to. Here's the thing. It brings me joy. And this time, where money's tight, we're struggling, and I mean that, people are having a hard time paying rent, paying food is exorbitant. And if there's something that we can reuse, recycle, thrift, or make as a gift, that to me is what Christmas is all about. That homemade touches.
I love homemade gifts.
Yes, I absolutely. To take the cookies,
Pizzelles.
Oh.
Little pizzelles.
You know what I'm saying? Does anybody have an iron out there? Did your mom see Lucy, my
I
grandmother?
can smell it now, and my nose is all stuffed up.
Yeah, I know. That's it, right? But the anisette, the pizzelles that Lucia, she would make. That another family memory.
Well, when we were down, I remember when we had there's one year I remember we had a little bit of a tough Christmas with the house, and we didn't have a kitchen for a little bit. And
Yeah, that's not fun, folks.
Not
Anybody
fun.
not have a kitchen?
And I remember we made Christmas cookies as gifts.
Sweet.
And I have to tell you, that was probably one of my favorite times, even though we kind of, that Christmas was to give back and not to receive. And, those times were so memorable. But the amount of Christmas cookies we made, different styles. I learned like thumbprint cookies.
All the recipes that Kim, my wife, has passed along to Aubrey.
Yeah.
Jan and
I was the tester.
Gladys.
Yeah.
Gladys, your great grandmother.
Those were my favorite.
Yeah.
Making those homemade gifts and like handing them over, and people were like,
Oh,
my
Yeah. Just to see their face open up when they open up the tin and go, oh, because the time and the effort and the love that went into that.
Yeah.
So to me, that's what the holidays are all about, right? The love that we give to each other. What else is difficult this time of year is missing someone. And it's tough. I have both my parents now have crossed, and it is difficult because I'm happy that I can pass along these traditions that were taught to me. Of course, I would love to see my mom in the kitchen with her apron, giving me a little what for.
Same.
Yeah, she's a bit of a director.
Once that eyebrow went
Not
up,
just that you're in trouble. That
a lot of trouble.
I can't. My brother can do that.
Noelle can do it.
Can she?
I can't do it.
All right, maybe we do.
I just look surprised.
maybe we have her practice that.
Yeah.
We're going to a Christmas party this weekend. It's actually, I say Christmas party. My one niece, God love her, Matt and her have 4 beautiful, and you're like 4. I know, who has 4 children nowadays? They had Irish triplet boys. Yes, not Irish twins, Irish triplets, if you get my drift. And and then they had Adelaide. And
It's turning 1.
oh my God, she's drop dead gorgeous. Blue eyes, dimples, and anyway, they're all beautiful. They made beautiful babies inside and out. We're going there this Saturday, and let's see if we can get Noelle
To do it.
to lift the eyebrow.
That's our family tradition.
Yeah.
Joan eyebrow lift.
Oh, that stop you cold in your
Phrase.
tracks.
Yeah.
There's nothing like it. But I'm missing my parents. There's been some friends that have crossed. So I'd like to give you a little bit of some ideas about how to work with your grief, especially if it's your first year. This is a difficult time. I can't tell you, I had a woman come forward. Her daughter sat with me, and her daughter loved to decorate, and reminded me, you know what she showed me? She showed me and I don't know if you know, my first home was in South Philadelphia, and I had a little bay window, and everybody decorates the windows in South Philadelphia. Well, we're going to go to 13th Street. We're going to see a miracle. That's that. I want to do something Christmassy, but just to mention the circle.
Yeah, because New York City, you can't even see the tree anymore. Did you know that? You can't walk up to the tree.
No,
only takes one person.
Yeah,
try to light it on fire.
Ruin a good time for everybody.
We'll go to Philly.
We'll go to Philly. So, so when we talk about missing people, this young lady had showed me the Christmas decorations and the tree, and she kept saying, "Mom, put the tree up, put the damn tree up." So, as difficult as it is, you have to honor them in some way. I'm not saying forget it. How can you forget that hole in your heart? But a lot of times your angels tell me, like they live through us. Let's say vicariously by our traditions, what we do. And so put the tree up, honor them in some way. Bake those cookies, right? Break out the Pizzelle iron that the cord has been taped so many times it looks like it's going to start a house fire.
Wear the sweater.
Yeah,
while you're decorating.
Absolutely.
Little moments like that.
Yeah. Or, excuse me, create your own rituals. Create something new that they can be a part of. And you're like, really? Yes. They are seeing you. They're hearing you. How do I know that? Well, it's the subtle ways that they'll show us. And I'll talk about that in the mediumship moment in a minute. I don't want to give that away. But just create the new rituals or hang those ornaments. Start
your new traditions.
Yes, whatever that is. Is there a new tradition you just started?
Decorating earlier this year than waiting.
Yeah, retail will do that to you.
Yeah, I threw up some garland. I don't have a tree yet, but we're getting that today.
Truth be told, she probably has more up than I do right now. Excuse me. So,
trying. I don't know. I think for me, a tradition that I would love to continue is definitely either the brunch. The brunch is definitely a big one. But just decorating. We talk about the banner. I don't know if we've talked about our Christmas banner. That's my favorite. It's a banner that has been in our family for.
To Donna Marie, if you're listening in St. Martin, yes, that's the island St. Martin. We still have that tufted, filled Merry Christmas banner.
Yeah, with a little holly on top. And it's a tradition for me. When I decorate my parents' house, when I lived there, that was the first thing that I would hang up. And that was the start of the Christmas decorations, because it didn't matter if boxes were strewn everywhere.
Guess what you're doing today, love?
Oh, I'm surprised. But once I put that banner up, immediately into the spirit.
Yeah. Yes.
You know, boxes could be strewn everywhere, but I see this beautiful Merry Christmas banner.
So if you're missing somebody and you remember that tradition, then do it. It's like having my mom there in some way. But, have grace for yourself if this is your first holiday. I just had a mother and daughter sit with me. Their son had crossed, their brother. And, the things that they were going to do that the son would have done for his daughter that he left behind in some way, giving back or stepping into that tradition. But in the same token, folks, if you have the right to say no to festivities. If you're not feeling heading out to the Christmas party in the neighborhood and you just aren't up for it that day, then be honest. Be honest.
Take space for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, take space for that. I think for not feeling obligated.
That's a good word.
Yeah, not feeling obligated to do these things. I don't think anybody's going to think less of you. I think there is a level of understanding. I would hope there is a level of understanding that things change each year with each tradition. So be open to that and give space to that for sure. When driving here to the studio, I was kind of in a little bit of a rush. We were running a little behind. I was driving by a funeral procession, and that hits that, not something I was expecting, but just to see the line of cars and all these people supporting this person, roughly 2 weeks before, roughly before the holidays, before Christmas.
My heart goes out to
And I feel for the family and the friends that are going through this presently. My prayers are with you, because it is a tough time to lose somebody around the holidays. It's not easy. However, if you take it day by day and give yourself space and acknowledgement and do your own traditions in the way that you feel fit, there's nothing wrong with that.
I was at a funeral last week. I lost my uncle, and God love Aunt Kathy and Uncle Charlie. Fun people. Just the best memories with Uncle Charlie. My heart goes out to his bride who's with him, who's here 50 years. And of course, Lisa and Tim, my heart goes out to you both. I know this is the first day without Uncle Charlie or Chucky, depending on what region we are in. Again, anybody who's missing somebody, big warm hugs from me and Aubrey here at Mediumship Moments. Now, before I share a mediumship moment, I just want to take a moment to say thank you. Thank you to all of my supporters, my new followers, my subscribers, and even my healthy stalkers out there. You know who you are. Healthy stalking's okay. I truly, truly want to thank you all for being a part of this journey with me here at Mediumship Moments. If you follow and subscribe on TikTok, on Instagram, or Facebook, I appreciate that. Paranormal PSI, where Aubrey and I go off and do some ghost hunting together. And there's going to be lots more of that coming.
26 is looking spooky.
It is a lot. There's a lot happening. I also want to take a moment to thank not only my daughter, Aubrey, but my entire Angel team. Truly, 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 you all mean the world to me, and I couldn't do this without you. So big hugs, much love for everything that you've done to make Mediumship Moments podcast. Thank you. I also want to take a moment to talk about a mediumship moment with you all. As I like to end my mediumship moment, I just want to share with you this year, I was really missing my dad. I really am. It's the second Christmas without him, and I've been struggling a little. In fact, I saw on Facebook, which God love my friends, they reach out through that. I'm not on that site too often, but one of my friends, Patty and Renee, shout out to the ladies in Rehoboth, had showed me that they had Dominic the Donkey at Home Depot. And I was like, oh my God, that's just so cool. Because my father would sing that song to me. And that was like a Christmas tradition. Guess what I did?
I just found out today.
She did. I ordered one and it's being shipped. And I might have paid a little bit more than Home Depot, but it's going to fill my joy tank to put Dominic the donkey out there with some of the other Christmas decorations. That brought me joy. That's something amazing. As I was here in the studio and we were writing up our last notes about the podcast, and I'm sharing with Aubrey that I'm getting Dominic the donkey. I asked Siri to play it. So she's playing it, and I'm writing down a few notes. And then we stopped Dominic, Siri. We were ready to record, and what happens? ESPN shows up on my iPad. And I'm like,
Why is ESPN?
why is ESPN on? Well, I feel that my dad, who is a huge sports fan, both Phillies and Eagles,
Go Birds.
was reaching out to me to say, hey, I know you miss me, and sending a little love from heaven to us both. Share that mediumship moment with you. And as always, keep chatting with your angels because they can hear you.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time for another episode of Mediumship Moments. If you enjoyed this episode of Kim's podcast, check her out on Instagram and TikTok at Kim Durham Medium.